Good morning, it's Mike Scott coming to you with Mike's Monday Morning Monologue, live here from my little corner of Hampshire and Maine. I hope that you guys are doing incredibly well. It is going to be really, really hot today, just like our real estate market here in Northeast Ohio. That leads into my topic of today's choice and representing a buyer in a seller's market that is really, really hot. There's a industry term or phrase that comes to mind: ready, willing, and able buyers. I'd like to go through those three terms and kind of help you understand what it means to be ready, willing, and able. Ready means you've sat down with a local reputable lender, not an online lender, because there's lots of questions that are asked about that by sellers, but a local, somebody that they know and can trust. They've gone through your financials, they've looked at your bank statements, they've looked at your payroll statements, they've looked at investment accounts, they've pulled your credit, they have a good debt to income ratio idea, and they're saying you are able to purchase a home, and here's the price range. Number two, willing. And what does willing mean? That means that you are willing, you have a working knowledge of the process. Now, mind you, this is a brief, very brief overview of this process, but going out and touring homes, writing an offer, getting that, going through negotiations and getting that offer accepted, inspections, ordering and completing the appraisal process, getting through title work, and then final closing. Closing, one of those words that I really want to hammer home a little bit here is, what does closing mean? That means when the county actually records it in your name. That's when I, your realtor, can give you your keys. I want to give you your keys. Please understand that. But unless it's recorded or I have prior written authorization from a seller, I can't give you those keys, even though you've signed your docs. I know it's frustrating. Lastly, able. What does the word able mean when it comes to real estate? And that means you're financially able to either write a check or transfer funds to service providers for general inspections, the appraisal, as well as your down payment. Reason this is important to get this in advance is if you're pulling that from an IRA or an investment account or selling off some stocks of some kind, that can take anywhere from 30 to 90 days. In the mortgage industry, the mortgage people, the underwriters, like to see that money in your account for at least 30 days. That's what's called sourced and seasoned. So if you can get your money transferred into your checking account, there's no questions. It alleviates a lot of hassles, especially as we get closer to closing. So that's my 2.5 minutes of time this morning. I really appreciate it. I hope that you learned a little something, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Be well. Thanks, guys.